If anybody tells you that IPOB is the one killing people in Olu zone, it is not correct. Wicked politicians are sponsoring the killings in Olu. Last week in Oberuru, the APC ward chairman was killed in his house. The APC secretary was killed in his house. APC woman leader was killed in his house. I have cross-checked since the inception of this banditry. Not one PDP man has died.
Good morning, everyone. This is Monday, the 4th day of August, 2025. Thanks for joining me in this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the unusefulness of armed struggle. The unusefulness of armed struggle. Yesterday, someone called me. I don't know him. He said he's a policeman. And that is also to inform people for privacy purposes, okay? Anytime you are calling me, it's not a matter of asking me whether I'm recording your call. My phone is in auto recording. It's automatic recording. So as I'm receiving your call, have it in mind that everything you are saying, all our conversation is being recorded. I do that for security reasons. I do that for information purposes. I do that because I will not come out here to say something. Someone will come out to say I'm not the one that said it. So I have the recording, okay? So anytime you call me, your phone number is also going with your recording. So for information purposes. So this man called me yesterday and he asked me whether I went to church, that he knows that I'm a Christian. I say, yes, I went to church. So we started talking. He said the reason why he called me is because he has been following me for over 9 months now. That he sees most of the things I do report, and he sees that I don't encourage crime, that I report insecurity matters, that he have monitored me for a while, that I don't support, criminal elements and so on and so forth. So he talks about those things. He said the reason why he's calling me is because that most of the time I sympathize with Biafra movement and IPOB things. That he sees that I like the movement, despite I don't support, bad things. That was where I interjected. I said, is Biafra movement a bad thing? So he said, that is the reason why he called me, that I should listen to what he's about to tell me. That there are some persons who are Biafra agitators that are currently, carrying out bad things like armed struggles and also, making that armed struggle to affect their people, that the armed struggle is not useful now. So at this point, I interjected again. I said, are you saying that you have a proof that there are Biafra people or Biafra movement people who are doing that, or criminal elements who are hiding under the Biafra movement or Biafra agitation? So that was where I told the man that this Biafra movement is already getting to, years now, right from the time they fought Biafra war up to this time. So by coming out to say that there are some people who are carrying out armed struggle, terrorizing in the name of Biafra is not true. Because this is transitional, Biafra struggle is transitional. I think it could be termed as generational. Okay, so one person who is committing crime, cannot be used to generalize what everyone is doing. So I told him that if anyone is carrying out, carrying illegal arms, killing people, doing all those things, I don't think the person is a Biafra agitator. I don't think that the person is a IPOB member and so on and so forth. Then he started asking me that, what do you know about IPOB? I said, well, for me, it is here, I do hear, about IPOB and all those things. But what I understand is that everybody who is an indigenous Igbo person is an IPOB. That is where people are misunderstanding all these things. That IPOB is not a special, a special group and all those things. That yes, IPOB was registered like a pressure group or civil group, but that is not enough to contain that word IPOB, because they are talking about the indigenous people of Biafra. So that one could be termed as Igbo. It's almost generally everybody. So we discussed a lot of things, and at the end, I got the point, what the man is trying to say. I got it very, very well. Now, this is 2025. If anybody thinks that he can achieve anything through armed struggle, you are wasting your time. If you think you can achieve anything through armed struggle, you are wasting your time. You may disagree with me, very good. But give yourself 10 years. You will understand that armed struggle can't take you anywhere. It's a very vital information we should understand. Armed struggle can't take you anywhere. And anybody who is committing crime under the nose, you see the reason why most of the time I always hammer about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Okay? I always hammer about the release of Nnamdi Kanu because I know that a lot of people are committing crime under the name of Biafra, under the name of IPOB. They are not. They are not. IPOB is a peaceful group. It's a peaceful organization. You see, that is why if you have been following the court process of Nnamdi Kanu, you would understand that upon everything they brought against him, they have never come with evidence and said Nnamdi Kanu carried gun, or Nnamdi Kanu gave somebody gun, or Nnamdi Kanu. What they are saying is that you broadcasted, you ask people. People said you do this. People say you do this. It's a proxy case. Okay, they are saying that Nnamdi Kanu said it, Nnamdi Kanu said it. And this is the same problem we are facing today. A lot of people who are committing crimes are committing it under the name of Biafra. Now, let me tell you the implication. Listen to me. The security operatives that hates you, other armed groups that hates you, they will leverage on that name Biafra to come to Igbo land, start shooting, killing people. And the people who are doing this are not even Biafrans or anything. They might not even be Igbos, but they will do it. They will now tag the name to Biafra people. They will tag the name to IPOB people. They will tag the name to, anybody they can tie it to, either ESN or Nnamdi Kanu people. You understand? All I'm trying to say is that if you are even thinking or considering armed struggle, it's time for you to rethink. Okay? Because I have analyzed all those things. Armed struggle is a very useless struggle. Armed struggle is of no use. You understand? I hate crime. I hate crime a lot. And that is why I continue to say this. People should empower their local vigilante. Vigilante is far better than even the military, the police, whoever you might think. I will tell you why. Because vigilante fight like, this is my community. This is my village. This is my own. So they are fighting for their own. But any other person who came from outside, you think you are protecting a community. But the people are dying, you are not protecting nothing. The people are dying under the terrorist attack. You said you are protecting more. Both the police, the security operative, and anybody who says they are protecting anything, they are not doing anything. Absolutely nothing. They are not doing anything. So, vigilante groups should be empowered. Vigilante groups should be empowered. Let them empower vigilante groups because they fight, because this is our community. They fight against terrorists. They fight against any invaders. You understand? The reason why I continue to say all these things is because from my own record, from my own statistics, I have seen that what vigilante people have done, no one have done it. From all across the country, even in northern Nigeria, what all those vigilante groups are doing, the military, the soldiers are not doing it. Any group who says they are protecting a land or a community, they are not doing it. Okay, how can you translate you protecting a land that the terrorists are invading anyway? How can you translate that? Even the military, close to military barrack, we still have terrorists. And that is why most of the time we accuse them of colluding with them. Then if you said you are also in the bush, the same bush you are in, we still have terrorist camps all across the bushes. All these things are deception. Absolutely deception. Okay? Absolutely deception. People might not understand what I'm saying, but it is important people should beckon on their vigilante group. Community vigilante group. They will save your community. Empower them. Buy vehicles, buy ammunition for them. Okay? Most vigilantes go beyond traditional way, equipping themselves in different ways. Most vigilantes without gun can disarm like 4 people with AK-47. Some of them, if you even shoot them, the gun will not work. Some of them, it will work, it will not even enter. So vigilante group, they have graduated to the level of becoming the hope of the people. So if you are doing one mistake all the time, it is time to rethink. Because, as I said before, a lot of people are committing crime under the nose of IPOB, under the nose of Biafra. Some politician sponsors, They sponsored bad guys. And at the end, they will still put it under the nose of IPOB, under the nose of Biafra. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. And most of the politicians knows this. And most of the time, I do tell you people that as troublesome Imo State is, especially the Ondo side, the governor of Imo State, Opuzodema, still comes out to make this statement.
If anybody tells you that IPOB is the one killing people in Oluzon, it is not correct. Wicked politicians are sponsoring the killings in Olu. Last week in Oberuru, the APC ward chairman was killed in his house. The APC secretary was killed in his house. APC woman leader was killed in his house. I have cross-checked since the inception of this banditry. Not one PDP man has died.
I have said what I said, okay? Let me know what to think about this. But don't forget that I hate crime, and armed struggle won't help you.